Actually, most of the jazz singer was still a silent picture. But when its star Al Jolson belted out his show-stopping version of Mammy, Hollywood was changed forever.
My little Mammy, the sunshine east, the sunshine west. I know where the sunshine's best. It's on my Mammy I'm talking about, nobody else's. My little Mammy, my heart's the rings I tangled around Alabama.
Hoping to capitalize on Jolson's singing success, movie makers rushed headlong into sound production. And at first, the public couldn't get enough singing and dancing.
It's your little baby. I'd walk a million miles for one of your smiles, my Mammy.
In these early films, stories and dialogue were considered unimportant. Musical numbers were strung together into lavish spectacles. Songs were even added to non-musical films, and special theme songs were commissioned. But once the novelty of sound wore off, the public's enthusiasm for musical fare dampened. Within 2 short years, the initial gold rush of movie musicals was over. The idea had been a good one. It was just that Hollywood overdid it, and the box office plummeted. But soon, this was to change, as Hollywood, along with the rest of America, faltered and fell into the Great Depression. Times were tough. Hordes of workers walked the streets looking for jobs. Misery was plentiful. Money was scarce. By 1932, even Hollywood was affected. Almost every movie studio was on the verge of bankruptcy. But at Warner Brothers, production head Darryl Zanuck sensed it was time to bring the musical back. He believed the public was now ready to escape into a fantasy world, where bread lines would be replaced by chorus lines. So he brought in a Broadway dance director named Busby Berkeley, whose genius was to single-handedly reshape the musical film. Having once seen the Berkeley style, no one can forget those kaleidoscopic patterns of beautiful girls photographed from every conceivable angle. Berkeley's lavish musicals didn't make hunger or the Depression vanish, but for a 10-cent ticket, they did help dull the pain. And Warner Brothers was saved. Folies Bergère, produced by 20th Century Fox, starring Ann Sothern and Maurice Chevalier, won an Oscar for choreographer David Gould. But the style was obviously inspired by Busby Berkeley.
Like the rain can shower each flower with you.
Given a second chance, the movie musical flourished. But to tell its new stories and to sing its new songs, it needed new stars, its own stars. And overnight, they were created. Dick Powell and Ruby Keeler at Warner's. Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald at MGM. and Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers at RKO.
I'd like to try this thing just once. Come on, honey.
We'll show him a thing or three.
In 1932, they danced together for the very first time in Flying Down to Rio. In it, they played only secondary roles, but their dancing at the karaoke created a sensation, which was immediately recognized by the ticket-buying public. In their next film, The Gay Divorcee in 1934, they emerged as full-fledged stars, dancing the Continental, which was the very first song to win an Academy Award. Astaire and Rogers went on to make a total of 10 musicals together. The plots of their films were basically the same.
Oh, so I'm aloof, am I?
Take a guy who falls for a girl, mix in some zany mishaps, and arrange for them to get together in time for the final clinch.
Remember how my arms told you when we danced, but we're not going to dance. This is a fine romance.
But it was their dancing which created movie magic. While Rogers and Astaire were bringing their own particular brand of grace and glamour to the screen, a tiny blonde named Shirley Temple was showing a depression-plagued nation how to smile through adversity with determination, optimism, and a cheery song.
Come along and follow me to the bottom of the sea. We'll join in the jamboree at the Codfish Ball. Lobsters dancing in a row, shuffle off to Buffalo. Jellyfish wait to and fro at the Codfish Ball. Ben and Hattie leave the eel through an Irish reel. The catfish is a dancing man, but he can't like the sardine can. To and trucking left and right, Minnie's mooching, what a night. There won't be a hook in sight at the Codfish Ball.
Thousands of mothers groomed their own little darlings in the image of this movie moppet with 56 carefully counted shining blonde ringlets, who, with her dimples and sunny disposition, was the top box office star for 4 years in a row. Meanwhile, rising up through the ranks of the chorus and bit parts came Hollywood's leading ladies of the future, such as this budding star from Dance Girl Dance. She is, of course, the young Lucille Ball. But two of the most engaging new stars of the time were the incomparable Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland. They were show business children, groomed for stardom by the studio schools.
To a degree, I love the common folk. That includes me.
It's a lovely morning.
Good morning.
What a wonderful day.
We've danced the whole night through. Good morning. Good morning.
Do you have to you sit the sail?
I said good morning.
See the sun is shining.
Good morning.
Here's the birdies sing.
It's great to stay up late. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Them shopping along. See them shopping along. Go take your best gal, your real pal. Go down on the levee. I said to the levee, and we'll join that compliment song. Hear that music and song. It's simply great, man.
By the time Judy Garland played a little girl from Kansas in 1939,
Way over the rainbow, way up high.
the storm clouds of war had already gathered over Europe. Within 2 years, America joined the battle.
The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
Suddenly, a new style of musical was born. Using patriotic songs and rousing dance numbers, Hollywood took us to war.
Hallelujah, marching through Berlin.
In state door canteens, such stars as Helen Hayes, Katharine Hepburn, Tallulah Bankhead, and Ethel Merman showed that everyone could do his or her part for the war effort.
That's the way it's gotta be, 'cause a man's no good unless he's free. We'll be singing hallelujah, marching through Berlin. We'll be singing hallelujah, marching through Berlin. Marching through
With a cast consisting of George Murphy, Ronald Reagan, Kate Smith, and over 350 actual servicemen. This is the Army, was Irving Berlin's spectacular salute to the American soldier.
Dressed up to win, we're dressed up to win, dressed up for victory. We are just beginning and we won't stop playing till the world is free. This time we will all make certain that this time is the last time. This time we will not say curtain till we bring it down in their own home
By some strange theory of opposites, the seriousness of the war seemed to demand light-hearted films about bygone eras. In the movie Coney Island, George Montgomery gave Betty Grable a lesson in class.
Don't you dare put those on. Help! You take these off and so help me, I'll break your neck.
Oh, better stand still or so help me, you'll break your neck.
Put these down. What are you trying to do?
Make a singer out of you. Now relax.
I won't. And I won't sing either. I'll show you I won't sing a note.
All right, then just keep quiet and people will take you for an overstuffed sparrow.
What are you doing?
Well, while we're at it, we might as well.
Stop it. You're ruining it. I paid a lot of money for this dress.
Guess I should have dipped you in boiling water first.
Oh, you big baboon.
Oh, those handcuffs. Here, cover them with these.
Oh, you just wait. You'll be sorry.
Chin up, baby. Okay, Sam, take it away.
Well, I won't sing.
Cuddle up a little closer, lovey mine. Cuddle up and be my little clinging vine. Like to feel your cheeks so rosy, like to make you comfy, cozy, 'cause I love from head to toesy, lovey mine.
In The Dolly Sisters, Betty Grable and June Haver gave us a fresh version of the Darktown Strutters Ball.
Right to Curia in a taxi, honey. Il faut que tu sois prête around 8:30. Chérie, ne tarde pas, je veux y être when the band starts playing. Et les two-step pour que tu t'en rappelles. Ne les gâche qu'avec moi, ma belle. Même si nous usons nos shoes. À danser les jelly roll blues. Jusqu'au petit jour at the Darktown Strutters Ball. Chérie, tomorrow night at the Darktown Strutters Ball. Chérie, ne tarde pas, je veux y être when the band starts playing. Et les two-step pour que tu t'en rappelles. De les gâches qu'avec moi, ma belle. Même si nous usons nos shoes. À danser les jelly roll blues.
But perhaps the epitome of the wartime escapist film was The Gang's All Here. It was the first color film directed by Busby Berkeley, and it featured the South American bombshell, Carmen Miranda.
Americanos tell me that my heart is high because I will not take it off to kiss a guy. But if I ever start to take it off, I do that once for Johnny Smith, and he is very happy with the lady in the tutti frutti hat.
Let people say you dress too gay, but every day you feel so gay. And when you're gay, you dress that way. There's nothing wrong with that.
that my head is high, because I will not take it off to kiss a guy. But if I ever start to take it off, I do that song for Johnny Smith, and he is very happy with the lady. Indeed, tutti frutti happy.
By 1945, the war was over. Fueled by renewed optimism, we could return to the pursuit of the American dream. Chrome appeared on automobiles. Television sets appeared in family rooms. Hula hoops appeared everywhere. And Hollywood could go back to the business of pure entertainment. In The Seven Little Foys, Bob Hope portrays Eddie Foy Sr., and James Cagney portrays that Yankee Doodle dandy, the great George M. Cohan. While Hope and Cagney were dancing up a storm at Paramount, Gene Kelly was singing in the rain over at MGM.
I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain, dancing in the rain. I'm happy again.
Not only did Kelly sing and dance, he would go on to choreography and directing as well.
I'm singing and dancing in the rain.
But by the early 1950s, Hollywood found itself involved in a different kind of war. A little box with a picture tube had hardly been noticed by the film industry until it was suddenly the big enemy with a capital TV. In an effort to counter this revolutionary medium, movie makers reached out for new ways to keep the theaters filled. In New York, a young blue-eyed singer wearing a bow tie captured the hearts of millions of Bobby Soxers. Taking the Paramount Theater by storm, Frank Sinatra had a passionate following, and Hollywood simply had to have him.
Of you, my love, my wishful dream.
In Young at Heart, with Doris Day, he plays a young arranger who elopes with the composer's daughter.
In my uncertain heart, I am only certain of how much I love you, my love.
The
But the biggest musical sensation appeared from out of the South. With the title song of his first musical, Love Me Tender, Elvis Presley set the style, which was to carry him through an astounding total of 30 box office successes.
Love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I.
But despite the creation of these superstars, television remained a serious threat, and movie makers were forced to play their trump card. Hollywood could afford to buy Broadway's biggest hits. Television couldn't. Ethel Merman recreated her Broadway role in Irving Berlin's Call Me Madam. It was a thinly veiled account of Pearl Mesta, our Madam Ambassador to Luxembourg, with Donald O'Connor playing her press attaché.
Put your head on my shoulder, meet someone who's older, rub down with a velvet glove. There is nothing you can take to relieve that pleasant ache. You're not sick, you're just in love.
Come on now, snap out of it.
I hear singing.
But you just said that.
I know, but
I hear singing and there's no
It is not
one
so
there.
surprising that you
I
feel
smell
very
blossoms
strange,
and the
but
trees
nice.
are there.
Your hot coals hit a patter. I know just what's the matter, because I've been there once or twice. Put your head on my shoulder, you need someone who's older, rub down with a velvet glove. There's nothing you can take to relieve that pleasant ache. You're not sick, you're just in love.
If wholesome musicals were not to your taste, Hollywood had other alternatives, such as an ample supply of sexy femme fatale blondes.
Front of warm air is moving in from Jamaica.
The blonde was Marilyn Monroe. The film, There's No Business Like Show Business.
The deep south. Small danger of fruit frost. Hot and humid nights can be expected.
St. Vincent, 95. Guadalupe, 97. San Benito, 99. Martinique, 105.
We're having a heat wave. A tropical heat wave. Temperature's rising. It isn't surprising. You certainly can. I started this heat wave by in such a way that the customers say that I certainly can. Gee, her name
it's easy to see why he did it. Ow!
makes the mercury rise to 93. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. The way that I move, that thermometer proves.
She certainly can.
That certainly can.
People like show, people they smile when they are
It looked as if the big-budget musical extravaganza would never lose its appeal, and the television had been successfully put in its place.
Nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are feeling that extra buzz. And all people like show, people they smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night you open and there you are. Next day on the dressing room they hung a star. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with
But in the 1960s, the success of lavish Hollywood musicals began to fade. A new era of unrest and turmoil saw old values re-examined, changed, or toppled. There was the sexual revolution, civil rights marches, and protests against the war in Vietnam. Hollywood wasn't at all ready for the age of Aquarius. In an effort to stem the inevitable tide of change, the movie establishment hit its head and blindly continued producing so-called proven musical properties from Broadway. In some cases, it worked, sweeping the Academy Awards by winning 10 Oscars. West Side Story set the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet against a Manhattan skyline. The young lovers were Natalie Wood and Richard Beamer.
Now we begin, now we start one hand.
And Funny Girl established Barbra Streisand as a bona fide movie star as she transferred her Broadway role as Fanny Brice to film.
Don't tell me not to fly. I simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out. I'll beat my drum. And if I'm found out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it, but whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection, or freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder or the shiny apple of its eye. I gotta fly once, I gotta try once, only can die once. Right, sir. Ooh, life is juicy, juicy, and you see I'm gonna have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march my heart for drummer. Don't bring around a cloud of rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw that bell with no clang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot, and bam! Hey, Mr. Onstein, here I am.
But more and more often, relying on a Broadway hit did not guarantee a film success, and a long succession of Broadway adaptations failed. Can-Can, Sweet Charity, Mame, Finian's Rainbow, Paint Your Wagon, 1776, The Boyfriend, Man of La Mancha, and On a Clear Day You Can See Forever, and ever and ever.
Money makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Money makes us go round, the that we both are sure on being poor. Money, 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 money.
Cabaret was a smash success, using a time-honored backstage story set in pre-war Germany of the 30s, but boldly told by director Bob Fosse from the viewpoint of the sexy 70s.
Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. Money, 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 money.
When you haven't any coal in your stove and you freeze in the winter and you curse to the wind at your face. When you haven't any shoes on your feet, your coat's thin as paper and you look 30 pounds underweight. When you go to get a word of advice from the fat little pastor, he will tell you to love evermore. But when hunger comes to rap, rat-a-tat at the window. At the window.
Who's there?
Hunger.
Oh, hunger!
See how love flies out the door. Money makes the world go around, the world go around, the world. Money makes the world go around, the clinking, clanking sound of money, 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 money. Get a little money, 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 money. Mark a yen, a buck for a pound. That clinking, clanking, clunking sound is all that makes the world go round. It makes the world go round.
Finally awakening to the age of Aquarius, Hollywood adapted the smash Broadway success Hair to the screen.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius, harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falsehood or derision, golden and living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation.
And as if to prove anything goes, there was the 20th Century Fox offbeat success, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Whatever happened to Saturday night when you dressed a job and you felt all right? It don't seem the same since Cosmic Light came into my life. I thought I was divine. I used to go for average Chicago and listen to the music on the radio. A saxophone was blowing on a rock and roll show. We climbed in the back seat, really had a good time. I'm a duty, bless my soul. Really love and rock and roll. I'm a duty, bless my soul. I really love and rock and roll. I'm a duty, bless my soul. I really love and rock and roll. I'm a duty, bless my soul. I really love and rock and roll.
Although originally a box office failure, it has made its way to the midnight circuit, where it has grossed over $30 million, making it the most successful cult musical in film history. Something borrowed, something new. In this case, the light-hearted songs of the 1930s with a somber, downbeat story was Pennies from Heaven, starring Bernadette Peters and Steve Martin.
Arthur, what are you doing here?
Whoever said you could stop a dream? We couldn't have gone through all that without a happy ending. Songs ain't like that, are they?
No, they're not.
That's the story of, that's the glory of love. You gotta laugh a little, cry a little, before the clouds roll by a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
As long as there's the two of us, we've got the world and all its charm.
When the world is through with us, we've got each other's arms.
The film musical has periodically burst upon the screen, only to fade until some new formula could be found. From its beginnings in the 20s, with the novelty of sound and spectacle, the successful 30s with its endless variation of boy meets girl theme, the 40s, when musicals helped escape the horrors of war. The 50s and 60s, which saw the creation of musical superstars, and Broadway hits became a part of every small town in America.
The music, the spotlights, the people, the towns, the thrill of that applause when you go on.
Right up to today, when anything goes.
Right in your arms, saying I love you, I do. Well, the dream that was walking and the dream that was talking, and the heaven in my arms was you.
And it's nice to know that even in these unsettled times of doubt and uncertainty, Hollywood can still count on one thing to help sell a musical: a sexy blonde bombshell.
Its petals are rain.